Hey guys, how's everyone doing? It is January 3rd, Tuesday evening, and I just got home and I wanted to do this video for those of you who are not on my Facebook. Something that I did last year, something that I do with my co-workers every year is we talk about our budgeting. And I know I beat this like a dead horse last January and February. I kept talking to you guys about doing your budget, and then I just let it fall by the wayside because I figure people probably thought, you know what, it's like, okay, just leave us alone. So I left you guys alone, but I'm coming on and I'm going to say this one time. I'm not going to talk about it again. Just, a quick message to those of you who are concerned about your financial health and want to, make it better. And you can only do so by taking the first step, and which is creating and establishing a budget and sticking with that budget. A lot of us don't want to face reality in terms of our income versus our expenses. And I'm telling you, you have to take that first step. You have to write down your numbers to see where you stand. So I have this spreadsheet in Excel. If any of you would like to have it, inbox me your email address and I'll email it to you. Because I know I have a lot of subscribers who weren't with me last year when I did that video. So for those of you who weren't with me at that time, basically, my message as a banker is to encourage you to take care of your debts, take care of your savings, and your aim should be to go towards a more healthier financial, get a little bit more stability in your life when it comes to your finances. The first thing you want to do, and you could just write it on a scrap piece of paper, if you have a steady income, just write down your income, write it down, and you can't think about, well, what would happen if I lose my job next month or 2 months from now. You can't be worried about that. You need to live today for today. You have a job and you get in an income, write down that income, and you should not be including bonuses or overtime. Those should just be gravy, right? So you want to make sure, write down your income, and then you're going to start deducting your expenses. You want to first deduct your fixed expenses, which would be like your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, your insurance. Those things are not going away. So you write those down, deduct those, and see how much you have left over. And then from that, you're going to write down your revolving debt. And your revolving debt are your credit cards. Basically, you want to deduct the minimum payments that is necessary to pay these cards. And any other ancillary bills that you may have. And then after that, your savings. You should have a savings account, whether it be $10, $15, $20, or whatever it is that you're going to put in there. Every time you get paid, you put in there. This is how some people pay the Lord. You need to pay yourself. That should be a part of your bill. That should be a bill that you have to pay yourself. Whatever you decide to pay yourself, you should do that on a consistent basis every single paycheck. And then look to see what you have left over. Hopefully, whatever you have left over is in the black and you're not in the red. And then after you've determined what you have left over, then you need to decide, well, how much money do I need for food or for entertainment, for, other little expenses, and come up with an amount and stick with that. If you decide you're going to spend $100 a week on food, you budget $100 and it should be $100. So if when Friday comes, you've already used up $85, then you can't go hang out on Friday night and go happy hour. You need to become more disciplined and stick with whatever budget you set. Now, I'm not saying every month is going to be perfect, but it should be as close as possible. If you have enough money left over, you should have certain type of savings accounts set up as follows. You should have an account that should be considered like an emergency account. An account if something happens to you need to get something fixed in your house, you need to get your car fixed, or you have suddenly a health issue that you have to take care of. That's what that account should be for, an emergency account. Something should go in there every paycheck. You should have a retirement savings. If you don't have a 401k at work, and if you do, you should be taking advantage of it. I'm on a roll and my phone is ringing. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I was saying if you do have a 401k at work, you should be taking advantage of that. Okay, so apart from that, you could set up a long-term retirement account, especially if you don't have a 401k or a pension plan. You need to have something set up for retirement. And again, whatever you decide to put in there, you should make it automatic, consistent deduction. If it's going to be at $50 every time I get paid to go there. And then, if you, like, I'll tell you what I have. I have an emergency account, so I have a fixed amount that goes into that account every month. And let me tell you, thank God I had it, because I had to spend like $700 on my car in November, which is one reason I didn't do much Black Friday shopping. That was already in that account. So I didn't have to now try to figure out where I was going to find this money, because I don't have credit cards. So I have to use cash. I don't have any credit cards. So I have an emergency account. I have a savings account, a long-term savings. Remember I talked to you guys about my bucket list, and I said I want to save $20,000 by age 50. That's on my bucket list. That's that account, that savings account. I have an amount going in there every paycheck. And I have my bucket list account, which is what I'm going to be using for all these activities on my bucket list. So I have an amount going in there. And I have a Christmas account. So at the end of the year, that's just money to spend. So you have to know, well, what do you want? And don't think I'm putting a lot of money into these accounts. Like my Christmas account, I'm going to tell you my business. So my Christmas account, I put $50 in there every paycheck. Is it 50 or 25? Might be 50. And so when Black Friday and Christmas come, I am going to be set. I have money already put aside for that stuff. But anyway, that's not so much the point of this message. The point of this message is to get out of debt and to have a savings plan. You have to have a backup plan. If you lose your job or something happen to you where you're not able to work, you should be able to have an account that can carry you through for 2-3 months until you get another job. That should be your emergency account. So I'm imploring you guys to, if you're not on track, if you are somebody who you know that that's your weakness, you gotta get on track. You don't have to use my spreadsheet. You could use a notepad. If you don't want to use computer, you don't have to. Write it down. Get a notepad and write it down. It's time we get our act together as women, and we need to start taking care of our finances and stop depending on other people or stop living paycheck to paycheck. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to act all high and mighty as though I'm all that. I ain't all that. It takes a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of sacrifice. You tell you, sometimes I eat bread and peanut butter because I'm disciplined, and I know that okay, if I went out to dinner and I splurged and I know, okay, well, I used up a lot of money, then I can't go to the movies. I can't go to, I make that sacrifice. You have to make sacrifices. It's not all about, having and getting this and, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. It's all about what you want. In the end, it's all about what you want. So I preach this message to my staff, I preach this message to my friends, and I'm going to preach this message to you because I care about you guys and I want for all of us. I don't know how many of you stuck to your budget last year. If you didn't, so be it. Last year's gone and done and over with. This is a new year. This is an opportunity to start over and start fresh. So yeah. So again, if you would like to get the budget spreadsheet, please send me, inbox me, message me on YouTube. Send me a message with your email address because I can only send it to an email address. All right, so I'll talk to you guys soon. When I come back from my retreat, I leave tomorrow and I will not be back until Saturday night. So you may not get any answers from me. Not may not, you will not get any answers from me until sometime next week. Because, yeah, it's just, this is going to be a tough month. But I really want to come on now and tell you guys this so that you can start, working on getting your act together. And we're going to do this together. I didn't stick fully to everything last year. I didn't meet all the goals that I wanted to. But, it was close enough. And I'm happy with the way it went. And, I made some changes this year, like I canceled my gym membership because I'm like, I hardly go. I work all these long hours and I go to the gym like I canceled the last time I've been to the gym. So I canceled my gym membership and I got to just find a way to work out otherwise, work out in the house, work out, go in the park or whatever. And put that money towards something else because that's $30 I'm wasting every month. So, it's stuff like that. And when you put stuff in black and white, you could see, you see it and you're like, oh my God. It's, like one of my friends, she'd be like, oh my God, I didn't know I was spending so much money every month. Yeah. So that's my message. I'm going to come off this pulpit now. Thank you for listening, but I feel very strongly about this. Being in banking and seeing what people go through every day, this is like, it's really important for me to share this with you guys. And you, whoever takes it, great. If you're doing great, great. As long as I reach one person at least, I feel like I have done something good. So, there. All right. That's it. Bye.